Good evening. Okay. Now, you have probably completed the hemispheric dominance test, and you've learned from your results so far what sort of learning preference you might have for the writing task or for any other type of problem you'd like to tackle. In general, from those few tests, you've got a general idea, not a complete idea, of what your thinking preferences might be in terms of hemispheric dominance. Whether you prefer left hemispheric types of thinking more than right hemispheric types of thinking, or maybe you prefer both in an equal manner. But now, we're going to start applying this knowledge to the writing process. That is, to give you an idea of how you might approach the writing process and best exploit your subjective preferences for thinking tasks and also for writing tasks. So what I'd like you to do, take a few minutes and pause the video, get a pad of paper and a pen, and prepare to do a short writing test. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, are you ready to write now? Please get your pad of paper and just begin to write. Write about anything you want to. Just proceed to write for a few seconds, I'm sorry. Okay, please stop. Now immediately, while you're stopping, notice how do you hold your pen when you write? Is your pen, or precisely the tip of your pen, pointed away from your body towards your feet? Or is the tip of the pen when you write pointed back towards your torso, or back towards your body or torso? Does the tip of the pen point towards you, or does it point away from you? Take some time, re-grip the pen if necessary, and figure out how you grip the pen. Where is it tilted? Away from you or towards you? Okay, now, if you write with a conventional grip, with the pen pointed away from your body, with the wrist relatively relaxed and straight, the fingers cradling the pen in a relaxed sort of manner. If you write with this conventional hand grip, then this is the standard hand grip that is usually taught in most public schools. This type of hand grip indicates that the neural centers, or the nexes in your brain, that control the writing function for you, are on the side of the brain that is opposite this hand. So if you are a right-handed person, I think about 75 to 90% of all people are right-handed. If you are a right-handed person who writes with a conventional grip, what this would indicate is that most of the neural centers in your brain that control the writing function are located on the left hemisphere of the brain. So hypothetically, most of these red X's, which would indicate neural centers, would be in the left hemisphere of the human brain if you are a right-handed person who writes with the conventional grip. Likewise, if you are a left-handed person who writes with a conventional grip, a left-handed person who writes with a conventional grip, this would indicate, of course, that most of your neural centers would be on the right side of the human brain. Now, most left-handers, I'd say about 60% of them, do not write with a conventional grip. They write with the pen pointed towards them, with a compressed grip. The wrist is bent, the fingers are tightly clenched, the pen is clenched more tightly, and maybe they have their elbow raised or their arm crooked also. You'll notice that most left-handed people do write with this type of grip. Now, if you write with a compressed grip, or with the bent wrist, bent fingers, bent arm, compressed grip, with the pen tip pointed back towards your torso, this usually indicates that the writing centers in your brain, or the neck seeds in your brain, are on the same side of this hand. So likewise, a left-hander who writes with a compressed grip, as most do, that usually reflects a left-sided dominance for most of the writing function. Most of the writing function is located in the left hemisphere. Now let's say you are a right-handed writer and you don't write with a conventional grip, but you write with more of a compressed grip, with the pen pointed back towards your torso. This would indicate, if you are right-handed with a compressed grip, that most of the neural centers for your writing function are along the right hemisphere of the brain. That is, most of the neural nexus in your brain controlling the writing function are in the right hemisphere of the human brain. Okay, so please apply these results to the other tests you've taken and see, does it confirm the other tests or comply with them, or that it contradicts them. These tests are not all perfect. That's why we have to take a battery to get a general idea of what our subjective learning preferences are. And please log on to the discussion and we will continue this conversation further. Thank you very much.